It's the secret book. And that's how spirit will karma. There she is, right behind you the whole damn time, right? In the shadows, just waiting. Darn complex. I'm done with work. Can we meet up? I'll see you in court. So there's a lot of things that she's hiding and or again keeping secret when it comes to him. Rigged games. How does Jay-Z currently feel about Beyonce? Okay. Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Denzel and Pauletta Washington. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I get a series of questions about Denzel Washington, his character, his current energy, how him and his wife is doing, how you doing. So let's get into it. So Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to these two, there's this energy of wearing your heart on your sleeve and this being your Achilles heel. It is filled with passion for people, business, romantic energy, etc. But there's also this energy that this is the double-edged sword because you wear your heart on your sleeve. You can easily be persuaded or manipulated, that kind of energy. Spirit is acknowledging that there's this negative energy on him that or her that needs to come off. And it needs to they need to have a spiritual bath. Water sign energy is connected. This could be depression, anxiety, fear. This could be smoke and mirrors. Something is being revealed. Something is being cleared out. There's manifestation, but there's also release. And so I do see candles, and this just lets me know that they're into it. Allegedly, energetically, right? But there's this need to focus on self-love because you wear your heart on your sleeve, to relax and focus on regeneration, satiety within, and replenishment. This is a one-horse town in this energy, and it's that you stayed on this side, because you thought it was fulfilling the heart chakra, but in all actuality, it was creating imbalances and or delays. And now the heart chakra has total imbalance, misalignment. And so this obstacle is maneuverable. Like you can get over it, you can go over it, you can grow over it, you can grow through it, and return you to your sense of space, of peace, of resilience, of power, of strength, etc. But that's your choice. There's monotony. It's boredom. It's time to move on. It's time to branch out and move on. How does Pauletta, is that her name? Is it Pauletta or Paulette? Feel about Denzel. Pauletta. All right. Interesting that I said Jay-Z, and let's just keep it moving. There's this energy of sweet as a Georgia peach. There's this communication around sexual, sacral energy, sexual energy, creative energy, emotional energy, having some connection to Georgia. I don't know about Georgia. Don't ask me, please. There's kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, and a delicious experience. And she's acknowledging that there's this energy of the cat got your tongue. It feels like there's this energy of being caught by the tail, pouncing, sexual energy again, creative energy, emotional energy, because the heart wants what the heart wants. And this is unbeknownst to someone. Maybe it makes me feel like unbeknownst to me, like, oh, I ain't know about that, right? But there's this energy of go get it, required and inspired action. Now is the time, readiness and follow through. Like almost like it makes me feel like, yeah, I'm not listening to my higher intuitive self. This is something that not that I wanted to do, but that I had to do. You know, back in the day, I don't know why Spirit is saying this, but that whole red couch kind of energy where if you wanted to roll, you had to, I don't know, child. But that's what Spirit said, and I'm 10 toes down with Spirit. So again, there's this energy of people pleasing and pride and ego with all this green showing up. I see purple at the bottom, making me feel like you're not listening to your higher intuitive self when I'm asking how she feels about him being her husband. There's also, again, sexual sacral energy, this fire sign, this sacral energy, fire in the belly to do what you want to do in regards to sexual energy, creative energy, and emotional energy. And this has to do with the relationship that was hotter than blue blazes. Okay. And it feels like there's a situation where it's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. See, lazing around like a lump on a log, like a bump on a log, inertia, false start, no response, and disinterest. That's quite interesting. And I feel like I'm going to stay on this road asking about how she feels about him, because I feel like he's like, hush up. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of energy. And she's like, does she call him Denzel? Is that his real name? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like there's another name she calls him. Anyway, how does she feel about her husband? How does Pauletta feel about Denzel? Yeah, she's acknowledging like there's some hater energy there on the surface. Could also acknowledge that he has a lot of haters, but that he feels very busy and stressed and overworked, busy, rushed. Also acknowledging that there's some depression in there. She does get spoiled by him, and he is spoiled and or catered to, but there's something that makes him feel very destroyed, shattered, fucked up, and broken. Excuse my French. What is this energy? Okay. He feels sick around his bad choices, knowing he fucked up. This has to do with a movie. And a crush. A situation is about to explode and shit is about to pop off. Fire sign energy. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Denzel and Pauletta. Yeah, see, somebody's trying to manifest this in their mind. But this is interesting because you're manifesting a relationship and you're trying to hold on to it. But this don't feel like them. This feel like somebody else is trying to manifest this. Who is this other woman? Ancestors are intervening. Somebody keeps saying, that's my man, my man, my man. Now listen, child. Grown folks do what grown folks do. Marriage is not easy. And whatever they've been through is they business, not my business, not my problem. Pauletta said, excuse me. Yeah, second time we see spiritual bath and love spells to keep together, to stay together. Child. You know, Spirit said everything that glitters ain't gold. And there's something about this thing that Hollywood does to deceive. And it really, really, really harnesses on energy, like an energy vampire, like sucking your energy and draining you of your energy to see something that they've created and or that they're highlighting to make you feel like you don't have it. And so you pour more of your energy into someone else's relationship than pouring it into yourself and your own relationships. You know, there's people who swear by this relationship. Like, I know you lying. He love her. How you know? How you know? You in the house? Are you just watching red carpet reels? Like, I don't know. Denzel and Pauletta. I'm not saying he don't. I'm just acknowledging that you really can't base things off of glamour and glitz, like, in my business. But anyway, Eight of Swords. So someone feels trapped within their own mind, restricted into a corner, hands are tied, paralyzed by fear, feeling the pressure, hopelessness, powerless, silenced. Okay, wow. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, there's a lack of ideas, there's an intellectual inability of failure, hostility, exploitation, unclear thinking, haste makes waste. And this job just ain't jobbing no more. It ain't working. It's repetitive or boring. Failure. Someone wants to stop. In all honesty, there's a lot of overspending, debt, laziness, and underqualified. They don't even want to do that job no more. Is Denzel walking away from the big screen? What is their biggest obstacle in the relationship? Now remember, Ari, biggest obstacle in reverse. Okay, imbalance, self-indulgence, excess, clashing, wow, lack of perspective, discord, antagonism, recklessness, hastiness, all an obstacle with the Temperance card in reverse, creating a lot of emotion. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, shedding the old, letting go of people, obstacle, letting go of issues, obstacle, being generous and sharing, obstacle, an unwarranted fear of poverty with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, teamwork is in reverse, wasting time, a lack of ambition, delays, disappointment, paltry effort, all obstacles. Forcefulness, lack of direction, lack of self-control, powerlessness, aggression, coercion, being blocked by obstacles. Again, extremely emotional with the Chariot card in reverse. What's next for Denzel and Pauletta? Washington. Someone's going to be starting over. The Fool, jumping out there, hoping that, and, just manifesting that the universe is going to catch them. Foolish, carelessness, spontaneity, lack of commitment, new beginnings. Subconsciously with the Ace of Swords, this is going to create a lack of ideas, distorted thinking, intellectual inability, failure, hostility, exploitation, unclear thinking, needing one to shed people, letting go of people, possessions, and or issues. This is interesting because it's like there's an unwarranted fear of poverty. Someone feels like they're losing everything. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.